Hi loves, it's Miss Shanda. How are you? And welcome to Shanda Says. You are officially entered into the pink room. Hopefully you are doing well after this Memorial Day holiday. Many blessings to you all. Listen, tonight is something completely new to the pink room. I've never discussed this topic, and quite frankly, I had experienced this myself, but I didn't know there was a name for it. So today, in doing my due diligence and trying to find, I want to bring new content to you guys, I found exactly what I was looking for. And tonight's topic is called ghosting. Now, do you guys know what ghosting is? Are you drawing a blank? Let me read to you what it says, okay? Ghosting refers to the act of breaking off a relationship, often used in context of an intimate relationship, meaning you've had physical activity, by ceasing all communication and contact with the former partner without any apparent warning or justification, as well as avoiding and or ignoring and refusing to respond in any way to the former partner's texts, calls, or any type of trying to get in touch with. Has that ever happened to you? Has anyone ever went ghost on you? Well, let me tell you my experience. I had the opportunity to meet a gentleman, and he was very nice guy. And we spoke a few times on the phone. He asked me out to dinner. We went to dinner. Was there intimacy? No, but close to it. Anyway, there was some heavy petting. Yeah. So we were getting along really well. Now, I will be transparent and tell you, I wasn't looking for anything serious. But in the same token, we're two adults, and I felt like, you know what, let's see where it goes. He's a really nice guy. He was very well off, had himself together. He was someone that, as a woman, you could see yourself having a future with, even though that wasn't my mindset at the time. So we went out to dinner. We had a few moments. We joked, we laughed. We had a lot in common. And then one day, I just stopped hearing from him. And it was rather out of the blue, and I just was like, I didn't hear from such and such today. No big deal, because I'm not a woman to sweat that kind of thing. I'm actually a woman that allows a man a lot of freedom. And, I expect him to give me the same thing. So when I didn't hear from that person, I didn't take it any kind of way initially. So days went by, and as the woman in me was like, okay, what's going on? I wonder why I didn't hear from him. So I did text him. This was like after I'm sorry, my computer's moving. I did text him after a few days, and I was like, what happened? Like, hello, are you there? Like, knock, knock. I have this thing I call knock, knock. And he didn't respond. And there's a part of me that could be real testosterone, like, fuck you then. And I never heard from him again. And, the part of me that's really nice and sweet, was like, asked my sister, I was like, why do you think he just stopped speaking to me? Do you think it's me? What do you think? You think I was this or that? Because as a person, you start ruminating. You start thinking like, what did I do wrong? Did I say something wrong? Did I turn him off? What is going on? So, after I put myself through that, I never heard from him again. And again, there's pride in me as a woman. I just was like, no, I'm not going to text him. Like, I'm not. I was real nice to him. I was a lady. And maybe that's what it was, because I ain't give him no ass. Keep it 100. But I would think that he was more mature than that, though. That's the vibe that he gave me. But check this out. It was like months later. And he did one of those, hey, stranger, hey, big head things. Like, I was like, I'm going to show y'all how I did it too. I looked at my phone and I was like, no, it's too late. You cannot do that. You can't disrespect me. And to me, that's what I think about ghosting. I feel like shitty people do that. I think we're adult enough, or we're in a place and time now that communication is so accessible. There's no excuse for anything anymore. It's more than text. It's email. It's DM. It's Facebook. It's Snapchat. It's Instagram. There's so many ways to communicate. So when I see that you can't do that, to me there's a lack of maturity there. And even if the vibe isn't there anymore, there's no chemistry, Just be adult enough to say, you're a sweetheart. Look, listen, if you got to lie and put it on yourself, say, listen, it's not you. It's me. It is not you. It's me. I'm just not ready. You're just a really good person. You deserve better right now. I'm not in a position to give you that. And I know that. And you're so sweet. And I don't want to do that to you. I think a man could easily say that to a woman. And a woman vice versa. I've seen guys. Guys go through that too. It's not just us women that go through these things. But ghosting is real. And people have gone through that. Listen, your girl did. Your girl went through it. And, it just happens. But I guess that, you would assume people get older and they go through things, they would have the ability to communicate. And that's why I stress all the time how important communication is. Because even if it's disappointing someone, you still have the opportunity to be honest and to be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, listen, I was honest, I was upfront, I was clear, I was concise. I didn't make any promises that I couldn't keep. And to me, when you keep it 100 all the time, what's better than that? You can't, there's no faking that. There's all truth about that. And I think there's a beauty to that. So I wanted to ask you guys, have any of you been ghosted before? Or have you done the ghosting? Now, has Shanda ever done the ghosting? I would say no. But there's someone that's sticking out in my head that would tell me, yes, you did. Yes, you did. There was someone that, that liked me a lot. And I knew it wasn't going to go anywhere. But I was honest. I did say, I'm just not ready. Quite honestly, I still was in love with someone else. And I wasn't prepared to emotionally at that time to move on. I just wasn't. And I stopped communication because they kept coming. They kept coming. And I was like, okay, how many times do I have to explain that this is not what I want? But I don't feel that I've done that because, again, I'm so guilty of sometimes caring more about another person's feelings than my own, which that is a topic we're going to talk about, how we tend to, evade our own wants and needs to satisfy other people. And a lot of times we do that. We sacrifice our own communication and happiness for another person. And that's important that we need to talk about that because we haven't talked about that. And I want to talk about those things. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Do you want to email me? Email me. You can. shandasays1@gmail.com. And you can also DM me in Instagram. I'm on there now as Miss Shanda. From now on, I am Miss Shanda all day, all the time. Yes. And guys, guess what? Next week is my birthday. Next Friday. Yes. I'm aging like fine wine, guys. But yeah, email me, shandasays1@gmail.com, Instagram, Miss Shanda, on Twitter @ShandaSays. And this is a new thing that I'll be doing because I did it with a young lady and she loved it, and I was able to make such an impact for her, and I loved doing it. And so now, if you email me and you ask if you want me to answer you personally with a video, I will be available to do that. So if you have a question or concern, you don't want it to be public, you want it to just be me and you, feel free to email me and I'll send you a personal video and we'll talk and we'll have that conversation. And I love you guys very much. Thank you for tuning in. I will be back. What do we want to talk about? You guys, again, write in. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. And no ghosting. Keep it 100 with people. I don't want y'all doing that. Miss Shanda does not want her viewers ghosting anybody. Because I'll come looking for y'all and beat you behind. You know better. That's why I'm Miss Shanda. Because I will spank that ass. I love you guys. We'll talk soon. Mwah.